Hey y'all, it's Kayla, Unicorn as Fuck. I'm here with my daughter Emmeline, and today I want to address an issue that's been brought up to me recently by quite a few of the guys I hang out with, and it is how to get women into training, or how to turn your women on to training. The first thing that I need you to realize is that it has to be 100% their decision and something that they do for themselves. So if you're pestering them, pressuring them into it, or asking them to do it for you, it's not going to work. It's not. This is like any other big life-changing decision. It has to be something that they do for themselves and a decision that they come to on their own. One of the things that I like to point out when I'm talking to my female friends, trying to talk them into taking training, if they're kind of on the fence about it, is that, like, look at this thing I have in my arms, this beautiful little girl. And like most women are going to become mothers, and if they're not mothers, then they're sisters or aunts or like daughters. We have people in our lives that we want to protect. The biggest thing that I hear women say is that they don't know if they can hurt somebody over themselves. And if you can't do it for yourself, do it for this. Do it for the people in your life that you care about, because you are responsible for your own safety. You can look at the recent shootings and stuff. Nobody's coming to save you. And we don't always have our dads or our brothers or our husbands with us anytime we go places. So it's something that you have to choose to do on your own so that you can protect the precious things in life, like our kids. And the follow-up to that is that I want to give my daughter somebody to look up to, somebody to aspire to be like. And that includes taking personal responsibility for every part of my life, including my own safety. Another point that I think that a lot of women face, like one of the reasons that they're afraid to train, is because it's scary. We don't know, and we have to come to grips with killing people. And women are compassionate creatures by nature, where men have more violence in their hearts. Like they start out more programmed to do violence, and women kind of have to work past how we were biologically designed to be able to take on that responsibility. But it's one that's necessary to take on. So you're allowing them to go to a training course that gives them the room to make those decisions on their own and to come to terms with everything on their own time is a huge step in the right direction. Hey baby. Another thing is that there aren't as many women as there are men. So we kind of feel outnumbered, and usually that's not a big deal until we hear the horror stories of like what happened to a friend of mine this weekend, where you get into a training class and you have unwanted advances and people flocking and covering up the pretty hot girl in class and just overwhelming her. And you've got to make sure, like, guys, this is on you. You have to make sure the people in your community and your training groups don't do that to women, because that is driving them away just as fast as anything else, if not faster. Give them their space. If they want to talk to you, they'll come talk to you. If you see them struggling, let one person go over there and talk to them and help them. Like, give them their space to train and to learn what they need to know. Anybody that's ever taken a class where you have to deal with overcoming fear, pain, and death, like realizing that those things can and will happen at some point in your life, like anytime you're training for that, it is very emotionally overwhelming. And to have a bunch of dudes around you that are more interested in what you have under your shirt than what you're there for makes it hard to want to go there in the first place. So I'll do a part 2 to this video to follow up. Just wanted to get something out there, and having to do it with my little one in my lap, because mommin' first always. But if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below. But thank y'all for listening and valuing my opinion.